in TikTok and on YouTube. Let me change this filter on YouTube, and I hope that it will look better. Okay, so let me see how is everything. Yeah, looks good. Let's see who comes online, and then we can get started. Hi Tonya, hi Ru, good to see you. Relania, Buddy 2020, that's a nice one. Hi Ibrahim. Hey Ru, good to see you. Okay, Ru has reached level 11. I don't know what does it mean. Hi Twix. Hello, King. Hey, Biba, Bilul. I know you. I know your name. Good to see everyone. How is everyone doing with the overall market? And of course, you can ask your questions. How is my cat? So today I received a call. I have this call with you guys, and then I'm going to run towards another meeting, and then I'm going to go to hospital. They told me I can collect my cat today, so that's a good news, at least from one end. They said that now he is able to breathe on his own, so I'm hopeful things will stay okay. He will not go in a bad state again, and so I'm really hopeful my cat will recover, and it's only going to stay good from here, and it's not going to go bad again. Okay, no one is on YouTube, so let's see. Okay, Asim Malik says, hi bro, how do you do? I'm good, thank you. Sol, okay, Solana, I think Solana is going to retrace, as it is retracing a lot. It has achieved what we had set as target for it. Now, the only thing that you can look for is that whether it will achieve it again or not. So I have already recorded the video, but I can tell you. So the support of Solana is way below. It's at $20, but what you can see is that if it goes below 21, that is already an indication that maybe the support will not hold, and maybe it will break the support too and it will go below that, because a drop towards 21 from 24 or more than 24, it's a big drop for Solana, and I would say that that is a pretty big correction, which kinds of break the structure as well if it goes below hiking, if it goes below that $21 mark. So Solana is in a very tricky place, in a sense that not a very tricky place. I mean, it has performed everything. Why should we blame Solana? But it's in a tricky place, in a sense the overall market is in a tricky place, that if Solana breaks below 21, which is not its support, it would indicate that it's going to break its support. So let me put it like that. As long as it's staying above these levels, you can still expect a rally from Solana, but of course the rest of the market needs to do that as well. Thank you so much, King, for all the gifts. I really appreciate that. Rose says, I'm pleased, bro. Thank you. Okay, this is a different Rose. Rose, Kyo King and Ru, you guys have given roses, they're different. Should we long XRP? They won. They didn't win, they won an appeal. So what is an appeal? So for example, thank you for all the gifts, King. I appreciate that. So what does an appeal means? So I'll use the wording of the verdict. Where did I post that? I had it word by word with me. Just a second. Yeah, so I have it here. Okay, I've lost the wording. Anyway, Judge Torres, basically the appeal was that SEC appealed that all of the assets were unlawfully managed, okay, by Ripple. Judge Torres said that yes, some part of it looks like that, but not all of it. So they made an appeal against the statement made by Judge Torres. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. And then that appeal was rejected. So it has not gone into trial yet. XRP is going to go into trial. What is a trial? Trial is that what you see in the movies, where you have two lawyers in front of judge and there is an audience watching. Then you have other people sitting on the side, which is something that you don't see in a UK law or countries that were colonized by UK like India, Pakistan, or other countries. It is something that is really specific to US and Canada and countries like this. So they have these people, I forgot their name, what do they call them? Let me scroll down, someone would have a name for it. Okay, so no one has posted the name. So there are like 11 or 12 people or 10 people, they sit and give vote. So in these countries, in US and Canada, it's not the judge decision, it's those 12 human beings or 10 human beings. Jury, yeah, thank you, Vishal. So it's the jury's verdict that basically leads the case decision. So jury is going to decide on it. So there is going to be a trial. Trial means going in front of the jury and the judge and then fighting for your case, which is in April 2024, which is next year. So that is when we will see if XRP is actually going to win or not. This is just a win against an appeal and not the case actual. Yeah, so as Kevin says here in the chat, that the appeal basically solidifies that what George Torres said in relation to that this is not a security. It basically solidifies that statement. So they have won the appeal, they have not won the case. Okay, so let me see what other comments are there. And then I'll go one by one. Amna says, bro, you think BTC will come down to 26,600 and then pump? I think if it goes below $27,000, then it again enters a very gray zone and it's going to make things very difficult. For every trade then you will take for a long or a short, it will be in a very, very risky position, because then the structure will be broken and you will not have a clarity on it. As long as $27,000 holds as a ground, you will expect it to go up, because BTC is yet to achieve any targets. I mean, it might have achieved one, but it has not achieved anything. Unlike Solana, which achieved everything, so Solana can come down all the way, it doesn't matter. But that is not the case scenario with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin has not achieved these targets, it has not shown anything, it just went up till 28,500 once, and that was in one go. And then it came down, that pretty much, and if it goes below even $27,000, that's a huge break in structure. That would indicate that it's very risky now to trade Bitcoin or anything else for the longs. So 26,600, yeah, you can look at it as a support, but these are all mini supports, and mini supports, they can break easily. So yes, you can always find a lot of supports, but they can break rapidly. You usually look for bigger supports that have been support for a good amount of time, and $27,000 is a support like that. Ru says, I'm so pleased. Thank you so much, Ru. Thank you for always asking about my cat and his health. And I'm just waiting to bring him home. I'm really exhausted and tired. It's not what I wanted to experience after coming from my Montreal trip or travel or whatever it is. Kevin says, great news. Thank you so much, Kevin. Update on XRP. Good to see you, Bhaktin. Thanks for the gift. Second cat, he's sleeping there. He's sleeping on the couch. He's very lonely since the other one is not here. I bought him some new toys to cheer him up. Update on Gala's outlook. The outlook, I think you just need to wait for the decision. as what is the decision between these founders if you're looking for the larger outlook. Apart from that, if you want analysis, we can get analysis done for you. That wouldn't be an issue. Okay, your analysis about AMB token. Okay. AMB sounds like a share as well for some reason. I'll get AMB done for you. King says, how are you, Shah? I'm okay. Not in my best state, but I'm okay. Twix says TWT, Trust Wallet token, I think. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Trust Wallet token. I use a wallet a lot. It's not a wallet, it's basically, it's used a lot for buying crypto. It's one of the most famous ones out there and the easiest on mobile phone. Yesterday I shot WLD on your analysis, made 90% from it. Thanks for the live. No problem at all. I'm glad to hear that and I'm happy it did work out for you. If 27K break, then we go back again in red zone 2520. Yeah, I mean, if 27K breaks consistently and it goes below it and it shows that, you know, the break is real, then we would pretty much consider not just 25, 26, but of course those will be our first outlooks. We will be looking at Bitcoin going to $22,000. But that doesn't sit well with the story. To be very honest with you, October and then November, making them so bad for it to go to $22,000, the storyline doesn't look good. And these things, they are like movies. There's always some spice. There's always some story. There's always some history. You look at the historic data and the stats of it, and then you look at how the humans behave generally. You generally leave such kind of stuff for holidays, not for the time when you're active. And this is a buying season. Last quarter is always a buying season. If you are on Etsy, it's a buying season. If you're on Amazon, it's a buying season. It's a buying season in crypto, stocks, wherever you go, it is a buying season for some reason, and you see so many sales and everything. So it has this kind of vibe to it where you see it as a buying season, and that's why generally last quarter is good with crypto as well. But it depends how pumped the overall market is. If the overall market is so pumped, then there are, of course, anomalies when the last quarter doesn't go well. But generally it does. So we are relying on what is true generally and not on the one-off case scenarios. Okay. Did you say anything about XRP? I have posted a video on it, Luis Castillo, but I can actually comment on it. So in that video, what I have said is that I have basically offered the bullish case scenario by stating that if 52 cents holds as a support, we can consider XRP to be bullish. But my problem with this bullishness is that this breakout is not because of things turning around for XRP and people and the whales and krakens, the people that actually matter, them getting bullish about it. What has happened is that the news came out and then we saw it go up, and we have seen similar thing on 29th of September when it was a news event. It went up and then we saw it getting dumped from 55 cents almost to 51 cents. So it's very, very common for XRP to do something like this. And if you want to look at it from the perspective of percentage, so 51 to 55, okay, so that's 4 divided by 55. That's a 7.2% of a dump, which is pretty big if you are leveraging it. So at a leverage of 20, that's 145%. So what I'm seeing is that I'm seeing it as a very tricky thing. Like even here in YouTube, Osama commented that there's a huge inflow coming to exchanges, about which I'm talking as well. a lot of whales and everyone is selling. And while the majority of the retail investors are excited, the others are using this opportunity as an exit strategy, and they are continuously selling. And that's why you're seeing, the struggle with the price. And even when we looked at XRP, I did share this in the video again, but just to show it to you again, I mean, you can see it on the graphs yourself. It's not some magic that I'm doing, but I'm just using this as an example. So if you look at this graph, I'll show it to YouTube guys as well. You see this thing has dropped here. It went up till here, and then this was a dramatic drop. And this was a drop below 52 cents. You guys can see it as well. So it went up till 54.7, almost 55, and then it dropped below 52 again in one candle. That is a big sell, which means that a lot of people have their sell orders. All those people, all those whales and everyone who are bringing their money in, they are selling. Retailers are buying, and the whales and krakens are selling. So then it leaves it to the overall story that will we see krakens and everyone else buying in again? Will the whales come in and buy along with the retailers? Will they see that the bullishness has returned, and then they will come back and buy? That totally depends. Retailers can become strong against whales sometimes if they all come together. Of course, like if you are looking at 1 million people investing $1,000, that is a lot of money. So 1 million with 1,000, that is 6 zeros, 9 zeros, and 9 zeros is a billion, I think. Let me check. Yeah, that is $1 billion. So 1 million people can bring a power of $1 billion, which is good amount of energy, and they can bring more, but we need to see how it goes. So XRP, the bullish case scenario, I have presented that. So now XRP needs to hold 52 cents. If it dips below it and stays there, then this was a fake out, just like what we saw on 29th. Okay, so XRP 60,000. Oh, if you're looking at these imaginary figures, you can look at $500,000 as well. There's one video on that too. Okay, why am I receiving a call? Okay, I hope I didn't break, at least not from YouTube, but I'm hoping that's not the case with TikTok. Okay, Jojo is here. Hello, Shah, my friend. How is your day coming? 2 in the morning from Japan. Good to see you, Jojo. You're always here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Just say to them that you are a glitch in the matrix. Maybe people will start listening to you. Oh, I don't know if this is a new tactic that influencers are using. Trust me, bro, you do speak facts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Was I expecting a call? I received a call from the doctors. If I just do it like this. Okay, anyway, I'm generally not worried about calls, but since my cat is sick, I get scared easy. Hats off to people like you, bro. Big up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jury. Okay, that thing is done. What do you think of Soul? Soul, I have done that already. What's your XRP number price prediction? That is $5 without SEC case going on, XRP winning and everything being over, and then you have a bull rally on top of it, then you have $5. If you don't have a bull rally and XRP wins without a bull rally, then you are looking at $2. Because even pushing it to $2, that will be out of full excitement and celebration and happiness. And of course, a lot of whales and everyone else, they will be buying XRP because finally they will see that, okay, the case is over. Now they can have some trust in XRP and they will buy massively. You are the G of the week for providing the best personal info ever. You need to stop saying this, brother. What is your name? Hoshal. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, but I think this is too much. These people will consider you to be a paid actor. Okay, XRP is not really a blockchain, and even if the banks use it. Hey Lakeside, good to see you. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, let me see what are people talking about in YouTube. Okay, Gala, I'll do Gala for you. I'm just still waiting on AMB. My guy is lost for some reason. Maybe he's getting confused between the stock and the token. Something like that. Anyway, I'll do Gala. I have seen Gala twice. Oh, I'm posting in a wrong place. Shit. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. Not meant for you guys. I was wondering what the hell is going on. Delete for everyone. Okay. Talk about blunders. That's why I need to be in the right place. I need to bring my cat back. Okay, so AMB as requested. It has double zeros in it, okay? So keep that in mind when I talk. So 0.0072, so 72 is the support. As long as it stays above it, you can expect it to go towards 0.013, towards 13. But the thing is that it's right now in the middle, and I think it's not the ideal case scenario. If I talk about Solana would look like this as well. So yeah, I'd never recommend buying or selling things from the middle unless you just want to exit something. Yes, then that's the time. But if you are trying to long it from here or short it from here, you should know that you are sitting literally on 50-50 ground. So your risk is going to be high. So AMB, that's there. I was wondering, why is he not responding? Talk about blunder. And that's being live in two places through two mobile phones is not a good idea. I really need to find a software. I don't want to go on a computer, to be very honest with you. I have 3 mobile phones for a reason. I don't want to use computer for it. When the mini bull run starts next year, Manish, it starts next year. Next year you will see the mini bull run, and hopefully it will be in the start, maybe January end, and you will see it till the halving. So you will see a good rally. Halving excites everyone. Even with the Litecoin in current market, we saw rally towards the top. 5 Dogs Dream Team says, oh, he must be missing him. Yes, he is. I mean, they fight and everything, but they like to hang out with each other. And I will not say his name, he will wake up, but he likes Gara a lot. And of course, they'd like to hang out. He's older than him, so he's definitely missing him a lot. Bitcoin price action, trend thoughts. I've already mentioned, if $27,000 holds, you are looking at an uptrend. You are a good cat dad. Thank you so much. I know I saw him when I was going to work at 5:30 on the XRP video, walking behind you. Yeah. He was walking. Yeah. Hi, bro. Do US market shares affect coins? Everything pretty much goes hand in hand, and that is basically like even when you talk about gold, silver, stocks, everything else, they try to go hand in hand because they all are assets. At the end of the day, the nature of all these things, it's the same, which is an asset. And when something is an asset, it always behaves in a similar way. So if stock market is going down dramatically, you will not see crypto going up dramatically. So that is pretty much there. So let's look at Gala. Okay, break the previous lower high, expected to go above, it breaks the resistance. Okay, so yeah, okay, lower high, it means okay, so it's reversing. So let me see, so it's sitting at 0.015, there's 10. Okay, so it's sitting at 15. Okay, 15.4, and the resistance is at 16.1. If it breaks this, you can expect Gala to go up. Its support is at 13.0. So as long as 13.0 holds, you can expect it to go up and break this. And if the overall market gets bullish, to be very honest with you, Gala will break through this. Like I've already said this yesterday, I'll say it again. When the market turns bullish, even bad projects like Spell Token, Cake, GMT, that is the name of it, yeah, GMT. What was that? XZ Infinity, Access, and then Sweet Love Portion, SLP, and so many other projects, bad projects, because they're affected by the inflation. They will start going up as well, irrespective of how the market is. GMT, GRT, everything starts pumping. So while Gala is not a bad project, so I mean it's just a lawsuit, you can expect it to go up. So you're looking for this resistance to break. If it breaks, then you're good to go. So this answers two people. One is in YouTube, one is in TikTok. Jaya shared the live. Okay, thank you for sharing and encouraging others. What is your view on HBAR tokenomics? HBAR tokenomics, I have not checked their tokenomics. I'll take a note. I'll look into it, and then someday I'll have an answer for you. HBAR. Okay. So I took a note. Now it's with me for later on. Okay. Shiba Inu. Okay, we will analyze that for you. Shiba Inu. Not an exciting project or my favorite, but anyway. Amna says, can Gala would give returns in the coming weeks? That is very, very, very vague. But I have mentioned the support and resistance, so you can play it accordingly. And if the market goes bullish, yes, it will give you good return in the coming weeks. It depends how the overall market stays. Why the pump of XRP didn't happen like the last July after the Judge Torres decision? Maybe the wording was not so nice. This time when you look at the articles in Google, let me go there. You see, Ripple wins court fight. Okay, so this is the language in Crypto Briefing. And when you look at it, breaking, Ripple scores yet another win. And same is the case with, so many other articles that are written in a way. I understand they are clickbaits. But at the same time, these things, they affect the emotions of people, and so many people, they don't understand what they have actually want, right? So they don't know what an appeal is. So even if they see the word appeal, they will not understand. And when they see that Ripple won, like the wording that I just showed you, where was it? Where the hell did it go? Yeah, Ripple wins court fight as judge rejects SEC appeal. So there is a as and there is a further sentence, but the starting is Ripple wins court fight. So it pretty much depends on how you portray the decisions that are there. And when people see someone saying that Ripple wins the court case, this is pretty much what they see. And I think I should have used the same title for my video. It would have brought better views. Anyway, so that's why in July maybe the articles were not so sexy. That's just one theory I can give. And right now the articles are way more awesome. What do you think about Shiba? Okay, Shiba did analysis on XZ. Okay, XZ Infinity, I have already mentioned it to be suffering from inflation, but we can do that for you, no worries. Okay, should I invest in you? You is a token? Oh, you're talking about me? Investing in me? No, you should talk to my parents and see if they are happy investing in me. But a lot of people have invested in me, common people. There was a time, I was extremely poor when I opened my eyes and realized I'm alive. Since then, we were poor. We used to count how many meals we can eat. Not the African level, but more of like beggars on the street kind of Indian kind of level, that kind of thing. My father, he was a security guard. Security guard is a sexy term here in this country. Over there, it means someone is just standing on the road illegally, which means he's not authorized by anyone. He just decided to ask the community over there that I will look after your homes and everything at the night, and that's the security guard. Thank you, Adrian. So those days, I was already on a loan from a family member, an extended family member, for my education. I caught hepatitis C. And at that time, they didn't have pills for it. They only had injections. And it was kind of a 50-50 case scenario. For the cheaper injections and the expensive ones, they were $100 each. And you had to take one injection a week. So the monthly cost of the injection was twice the monthly cost of our living. So we were living off $200, the whole family, and the injections were for $400. That was pretty much shitty situation. So long story short, my mother, she went around with my picture, begging for money, asking that, look at this child, do you think does he deserve to die? And that was a tough time, and I didn't know that she's doing it. I was just going and studying. I was studying chartered accountancy at that time. I think I was 21. No. I was 19 or 20. Yeah, something like that. 19, I think. Yeah, anyway, so a lady from a university, she contributed towards 6 injections. Someone else from a pharmacy, they contributed. Similarly, in 8th grade, when I decided to get educated in a better way, I decided to go for O levels, which is Oxford education. I didn't know the books were so expensive. Again, the books were as costly as our monthly expense. And when my mother, she saw the books, the shopkeeper did ask us that, do you want to buy these books? Because he looked at us. You can tell when someone is poor, right? He looked at us and he said that, do you really want to buy these books? Are you sure? And we said yes. We didn't know that books can be so expensive. And then the books came, and then of course we couldn't afford, and that shopkeeper, he gave us the books for free. That bookseller, not shopkeeper, that bookseller. So yes, investing in me, a lot of people have invested in me, and I'm hoping to turn out to be something okay, to do something back. I mean, at least I'm trying. I hope I could do something back. So which coin is this? Shiba Inu, as requested. Let's do Shiba. So Shiba is closer and closer to getting closer and closer to its support. Its support is at, how many zeros are these? 5 zeros. Okay, 5064. Okay, and it's sitting at 5072, and it has a resistance at 82. So it's sitting at 72, resistance is at 82. If it breaks its resistance, then you can look at it losing 1 0 actually. So it can go up to 100 if you're looking at it from perspective of 82. So it will go up to 100, which is pretty high. But of course, it needs to break its resistance first, and the market needs to turn bullish, or it needs to have some kind of news. But Shiba doesn't have any news pending, so I would see that Shiba is going to totally rely on the market. If the market gets bullish, you will look at these targets, but the important thing to note here is the support, not the resistance, not the targets, it's the support. As long as the support holds, it will go up, but if 64 breaks, it will go down. Okay, now let's see if what is on YouTube. Someone is doing jokes. When you do marriage again or die alone? I was going to actually make phone calls to get some ladies arranged for the marriage, but when I came back, my cat jumped off and he's in the hospital, and now I'm in a chaotic place, not in a good state. That's why I didn't call. Otherwise, I'm going to make some phone calls to some agencies who have people listed with them who want to get married, and then I'll just see if it works out for me, and I hope I meet some good people, and then I'll get married. It really depends what do I receive. And of course, they have to take an interest in me. I'm not the best person out there. You got email to start something such as a networking, already got one but wanted to expand. I'm confused. Check out AVAX. Okay. AVAX it is then. AVAX is Avalanche, I think. It was really good in 2021, 2022 maybe. Avalanche did produce a lot of results. I looked at it. There was a time when I predicted about it. Let me find this old community. Where the hell did it go? Yeah. So let me go and find that. Avalanche. Yeah, so this is dated at 8/28. So 8th month is what? August, September, October. Yeah. So 2021, where I posted Avalanche is becoming the new big thing in shitcoin space, maybe to replace BSC. Please watch videos on YouTube. We need to be ahead of the game before it becomes a must. So this was basically when they were working on helping new projects getting launched. So they were getting launched on Avalanche at that time, and we saw big spike in the price. So the date was 8/28, and of course you can go back and check the 28th of August 2021, and you can see what happened afterwards. So at that time I was looking at Avalanche. It was really nice project. It did go up. These days I have not evaluated it fundamentally. You always need to check the fundamentals and how everyone is making progress. Only after that you can make a marriage decision with them. You need to evaluate and ensure that everything is okay with them before you actually buy anything. Okay, Avalanche has broken out of this falling structure, which looks nice. Okay, so this is how the structure looks like. Okay, and this is something that I did tell you guys yesterday as well, that if something is falling like this 70% of the time, it breaks up instead of breaking down, irrespective of what structure it is. It's a falling wedge or it's anything else, it doesn't matter. If visually, if something looks like this, a small tip, then generally it breaks up. Right now, if you look closely, it has broken out of this red line, you see. So it's just an indication, it's not a confirmation, of course. Its resistance is at 11.1, it's sitting at 9.887. It has broken out of this structure, which means that it broke the downward rally, the overall downward rally structure, which is over a few months, I think, because this is a 1 day candle. So each candle that you see is 1 day. So that means that it broke down this thing. Otherwise, it should have stayed inside this channel and continued to go down. So it's a good indication that it wants to go up. Considering the overall market situation, this thing is trying to go bullish. So let me see where the hell is the support. Okay, support is very low. So yeah, I cannot offer the support. But if you're just looking at it, the support is at $7.3 and it's sitting at 9.87. So it's really up from its support. Let me offer a smaller level of support. Actually, you can look at it like this. Okay, let me offer something else. So if it goes below 8.5, okay, and stays there, that means that this overall case scenario with Avalanche has changed, and you would expect AVAX to continue with the downward rally, because then it will pretty much go back to this channel from which it broke out, and this would be a fake out, and it will go back in. So you can look at this as the target, but if you're looking at upper rally, it can go pretty high. If it breaks above $11, which is the only next resistance, to be very honest with you, it can go up to 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it can go really high. It can go really high, and that will be a big move. But it really depends how the overall market reacts, because one, crypto can be all bullish. You look at this chart, it gives you all the bullish vibes, but then the market dumps, and this poor soul has to dump with it as well, because they all are tied together. It broke $10 today. I was happy. I hope you're talking about Avalanche. Yeah, I think you're talking about it. So yeah, it is something to be happy about, actually. I mean, it broke out of that downward trend. Trust me, you will win, as you will be part of it. What you're saying is it's a fake breakout XRP. I am not so sure. It can be a real breakout. That's why I gave a bullish case scenario. People love bullish case scenarios. I don't receive a lot of viewers just because of that, because people want me to stay bullish irrespective of market going down or anything. The general language that people use, I have to make a video on it as well, is that when something dumps or dips, the bullish people come out and they say, buy the dip. Oh, it's a buying season. It's such a good opportunity to buy more, do DCA. All these terminologies, they will use everything else to cover up the shit and make you think it's still okay. And they'll continue to do that as it continues to fall down. Some people have this thing as an emotional issue as well. They cannot change what they're saying. For me, it doesn't matter. I can be bullish today, I can get bearish tomorrow. It's not about me and my feelings and how attached to my name. I'm not a bull or a bear. I look at the market as it is, and I try to stay without my biases, and I would tell you what I actually expect to happen, irrespective of my personal attachment to any particular crypto or to the direction of the market. So for example, generally what happens is that people they have their own trades open, and maybe they have trades open and the trades are going against them. So they try to vocalize more positivity to calm their own depression. And they would be saying, no, it's going to recover and it's going to do this. And from the inside, they have their own issues going on. So I always try to stay away from that. I try to trade more on spot and on future trading. And even currently, I'm working with my team member, one of them, to work on a fund management where he gets to get experienced with the practice funds. It's real money, but for practice. After that, when he's emotionally stable with it and everything is nice, we will eventually grow it. And my aim is that I should stay away from it, because if I'm coming out and I'm talking and I'm taking the trades on top of it, this does have an emotional impact. And of course, it depends on how big your trade is. So I'm trying to cut off from all the other stuff that can emotionally affect me or my decisions. And of course, if something goes against what I have said, it affects you, because then people are all negative. They come to the comment section and start attacking you. That is the only other thing, the negative part of it. But I know how to deal with it. So that's pretty much it. Why Polkadot is always down? Okay, something that you might not know. In our days, in our time, I was trying to say, then I switched to days. In our days, Polkadot was our shitcoin. Like every other thing, this was a food trend. So Polkadot was the ice cream, then pancake swap. The pancake was the cake. Then there was a bake. Then there was sushi, and so many other food-related projects. Some of them, they died actually. So after them receiving a lot of money, and they started working on their projects. Polkadot has done amazing stuff, but the thing is that it has a history, and they have so many investors, as I showed you yesterday in Pepe, that 22% of the overall supply is controlled by 20 people. As we looked at their wallets, right? We saw how much each one of them have. So same is the case with Polkadot and so many other projects. As they were shitcoins in the past, a lot of people are holding on to it, and they sell very slowly, because some people, they are invested in some things for a very long period of time. Some people just tend to forget. Like, I don't know if you guys were there in the SafeMoon saga. So someone bought SafeMoon in the pre-sale. Pre-sale, if you don't know, pre-sale means that before the coin is launched, you buy it. There's so many levels of it. There is a private sale. They call it seed phase, but it depends what kind of shitcoin it is, how serious it is. So the terminology comes from that. So there is private sale, there is pre-sale, then there is a launch. They call it a TGE. So in the pre-sale, that person bought, because I don't think SafeMoon had a private sale, I would assume, unless the developer had it with his friends and family. So the guy bought it in pre-sale for 2 BNBs, I'm assuming. At that time, I think BNB was around $400 or $500, something like that. So he invested like $1,000, and then he forgot about his pre-sale claim. So you have to go to Launchpad. These days, Pink Sale is famous. I think at that time we had something called deck sales, and that thing died out for some reason. Anyway, so he forgot to claim his tokens for some reason. Then SafeMoon went to $2 billion market cap. And someone saw that someone has not claimed their tokens. They're still sitting in the pre-sale. And it's worth, I don't know, how many $1 million. So that someone tracked that guy from his wallet and chats and everything. He was able to track him, and it's possible. So he tracked him, then he told him you have this money sitting there. He helped him, and then he withdrew. And this was such a big news that SafeMoon dropped by $1 billion. And it was crazy. So you have these kind of investors in Polkadot, you have these kinds of investors in Sushi, in Cake, and everywhere else who have purchased these projects so cheap that you cannot imagine, and you cannot see it on the graph because the pre-sale value is lower than the graph. And sometimes, like I'm invested in a private sale from 2 years. I don't know when they are launching. At least they're genuine people. It's not a lot. I think it's $800. They were offering up to $30,000 at that time. I didn't go for it. So their private sale is 10 times cheaper than their launch price. So when it gets launched, I will be already 1000% profitable. So 10x. So 800 into 10x, that's $8,000. Yeah. So I will be already in that kind of profit. So all these people who hold on to it and then it goes up, they are in unimaginable kind of profit. And that's why you always see some projects struggling just because of that. Okay. When do you think the real pump of XRP will happen? If 52 cents holds, all this stuff, this will continue as a real pump. XRP case is fully over. Yeah, technically, if you look at it, it has been clarified and it is very clear for everyone now. They have pretty much won. It's just that the case is going on. But like I said, if this thing is going to jury, then jury gets to decide. I'm not a legal person. Okay, so I have studied law, but that is UK law. So UK law is based on precedents. Judge is the god over there. It's not a jury game. Over here, based on what I've seen in Netflix, if you can manipulate the jury, if you can put your own friends in the jury and so many other stuff, if you can find ways to play around with the jury, you can win. Even if the judge, I don't know this statement would be right, but I'm assuming, even if the judge wants to put you in and jury decides otherwise, jury wins. So it's a very strange system. US and Canada, these guys, they follow a system called rule-based. It's the same for the accounting, the laws and everything. Rule-based system means that they need to mention everything. If something is not mentioned, it's not covered. So for example, if they say that you cannot wear black color t-shirts, it means that you cannot wear black color t-shirts only. You can wear pretty much everything. But when you talk about other parts of the world, like Afghanistan, I think, is following precedent-based as well, even though they were not colonized by anyone. But for some reason, they decided to go with precedent-based approach. Over there, or in India or somewhere else where you have precedent-based, or UK, when they say something, they usually use principles. They don't use rules. So if they want to ban something, they will say you cannot wear colors. So that means that you cannot wear any color. And if someone comes out and says that white is also a color, then that pretty much means that you cannot wear t-shirts. Even though they have banned you from wearing colored t-shirts, it will lead to a place that you will not be able to wear t-shirts to begin with. So that's the tricky part of it, and it depends. Many religions have this kind of concept as well. Generally, religions are based on principles too. If I talk about Islam, it says, or Buddhism, or every other religion where they have some principle based, like where they say don't lie. They don't say not lying about something. So that's how this whole jury system works, as it's rule based. So if you are following the rules, you're all good. $2 is a 4x. What all the hype about XRP? I'm afraid there's a lot of brainwashed people. Yeah, 4x is a lot. To be very honest with you, I mean, if I look at it from that perspective, it's awesome. I don't know why people would be upset with a 4x. And if you look at $5, still that is a lot. Why you don't say like and subscribe the channel? I mean, I'm a bit shy. I don't say this stuff and I feel awkward. I would think if someone is seeing value and they're not liking and subscribing and not following, it's pretty much on their own. I mean, if they're going to miss out on information, I don't need to tell them that press the bell icon or hit the like and share me or give me money or all that. I think it's pretty much everyone's own decision. I'm doing this here to become famous, so I could have voice, I could have a lot of followers and influence. My agenda is to become vocal because I'm tired of stupid people talking about crypto. I want to go out head on with all these people and call out their bullshit. That's my agenda. I want to be strong from that perspective. The rest of the parts of making money and all that, like I didn't even have ads turned on my YouTube. I told them to turn it on now. I think that was yesterday. Let me check, when did I say? I'm not bothered with these small things. Yeah, so it is Monday. So Monday is yesterday, yeah. I told him always turn on the revenue option. It's always off. So this is my editor. He edits some stuff, videos. Yeah, that's Osama. Why I don't ask anyway. I'm going back to crypto, and I think people should know what is good for them. If they think I'm giving them something valuable, they should turn on their notification if they don't want to miss. Now the benefit of YouTube versus TikTok is that I have seen that if I post 5 videos together, TikTok kills my reach. So I tend to post 3 videos together, then I keep the other 2 for like in the evening my time. But on YouTube it gets posted early. So those who are on YouTube, they get to see it first. And considering I'm posting 5 videos a day, every day, they all are time sensitive. When do you think they really pump? Okay, I've said this. Aisha, any chance of a review of Jessime? Why not? Why not? Okay, I'm again chatting with the wrong person. Where did it go? Okay, Jessime. What do you do, bro? I do crypto. If you're asking about my background, I have a master's in finance, MSc from University of London, and I'm a CPA here in Canada, a CPA in UK as well, ACCA, and a BSc from Oxford Books. All of this is in accounting and finance. Shah, do you trade daily? Not anymore. I do swings, and the reason for it is it matches more of my appetite. If you're talking about signals, yes, I have a Telegram where I daily share, where the signals are daily shared. It depends how much the market can offer. Sometimes 2-3 signals a day, sometimes 1. There might be a day there is no signal. But personally, I don't trade daily because, like I said, it affects me psychologically, and it's going to affect the overall stuff that I do. So I generally take swings, and I take them with a big bag, and I take a swing with something that I have full surety of. I don't do random trades, but that's because of the bag size. If you have smaller bag, you don't need to follow any of this that I'm saying. But if you have a big bag, you are trading with few $100,000 or $1 million or 2. Generally, it's very important to take a trade only when you are sure that the trend is in your favor. You're 100% sure of the trend, not something like this, like going on right now. It's pretty much at the brink of going up and going down at the same time. But of course, I cannot come here and say that. I usually take a bullet by choosing a side. But to be honest with you, it is in a place where it can break up and down both. So if it's a position like this, generally I wouldn't take a swing. I mean, why lose thousands of dollars because of being bored or taking a trade for no reason, right? So if I'm very sure about the trade, that the trend makes sense, the trade needs to be big enough in a sense that if I'm going to lose $20,000 on it, then I should be making $40,000 on it, if not more. So the return of that should justify the loss that I'm willing to incur. So all that depends. This is for swing trade, which is very different from day trading. It's totally different. It doesn't apply to any of you guys or any of my videos, but that's something that applies to me. There's so many ways of trading, but this is something I'm doing. And swing trades can take days. Sometimes it can take weeks. It depends. It really depends on your luck, how lucky or unlucky you are. But of course, if you have evaluated everything, I have to look into the news and everything. It's not that simple. I have to read about everything that can happen to this project that I'm thinking of taking a trade in. And then I go and take a trade, because the moment I'm inside that trade and there are news coming out, it can affect me. And that's why generally I stay away from famous names. I would stay away from QNT, XRP, XLM, Bitcoin, who else? Like these days I'm seeing Render, then I see who else is there? VRA. Everyone who is famous, I generally stay away from them. The reason for it is that they can pump and dump very easily, because there's always someone talking about it. Generally, when I'm taking big size trades, I go for cryptos that confirm everything, and the trend is in my favor and everything, and the return expected is going to be big. I go for a crypto that it's not in the eyes of people. People are not talking about it, and then I go for it because I don't want someone publishing an article or paying 10 publishers to pay articles in Yahoo Finance, Forbes, and everyone, and that's like $20,000 to come and hit my crypto project. Or if they have influence and communities and go around and pay people on Twitter and everyone and create a chaos, I don't want to be part of that. So that's why generally I try to stay away from it. With Bitcoin, I can go. If the trend is in my favor, I would go, but I usually see if I want to go with Bitcoin. I usually go for Ethereum because no one cares about Ethereum for some reason. I never see people talking about Ethereum, which is extremely strange. But yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, we are out of time. My cat is here. I have 2 minutes to go, so I'll see if there is any serious comment left. And I will see if Jessime is here. Okay, let me do Jessime. And I'll go. I'll not take more comments. So just a bounce from the support. Leave a wick below. Okay. So Jessime has bounced from its support. Support is at, it's 0.00, so it's 32. Okay, it's sitting at 33 right now, and its resistance is at 35, which it can break if it continues with the rally. But at this point of time, it's sitting very close to its support. So if you want to buy and you believe that this thing is going to go up, then this is a place where you buy or long. But if you're not sure about the trend and you think that the trend will not do justice and if trend will not go up, things will not go up, then of course you don't want to take this this trade, and you would like to leave it. But generally we take trades when it is close to support or resistance. And the resistance trades, when you're taking them against the trend, be very careful. So if the trend is upward and something goes to its resistance, of course it will react to it. The probability of it getting corrected a bit is always there, but at the same time you need to keep in mind that taking trades against the trend is usually very dangerous. That's why there is a saying in the market, they say trend is your friend. So keep that in mind. With that, I'm leaving. Thank you everyone for joining. It was so good, and I'm so sorry I couldn't take all these comments. I had over 99 still pending. Yeah, I'll go and take my cat. I have just one more meeting and then I'm going for my cat. Take care everyone, and I'll keep you posted next day how the cat went. Thank you, Ru. Bye.